Good morning, student. Welcome here in this video tutorial. Today, I am going to explain chapter number 1 of your history. Okay, this is your revision video of this chapter. So watch the video very carefully, and I have given some of the questions also in your worksheet from mid of the chapter. So watch the video very carefully to get those answers. So, in chapter 1, as you know, tracing changes through 1,000 years. So, what about the 1,000? You can say that, beta. In our class 7th history, we will talk about the which period? Medieval period. As you all of you know that I have told you that historians divide our Indian history into 3 periods. The number 1, ancient history, which we have already read in our previous class, and now medieval history. Now we are going to start our medieval history with our first chapter, tracing changes through 1,000 years. And what about the modern history? We will learn it in our next class, class 8. So now come back to your chapter, tracing changes through 1,000 years. It means 1,000 years. It refers to how much medieval period from 700 CE to 1750 CE. So that's why the name of the first name of the chapter, you can say that, is in an introductory chapter of all other rest of the next chapters. Okay, fine. So what कौन सी चीज़ें आपकी डेवलप हुई, क्या क्या न्यू चीज़ आपको देखने की मिली, all these things we will cover in this chapter, our chapter number 1, history, tracing changes through 1,000 years. First of all, just as you can see here, the map. Okay, so this is your map 1. Which map? Map 1. First we will talk about the map 1 and map 2 also. Then we know the difference between the map 1 and map 2. So first let's discuss about our map 1. Okay, fine. As you can see, so it was made in 1154 CE. When the map 1 was made, map 1 was made in 1154 CE. By whom? By the Arab geographer Al-Idrisi. So fine, now you got it. The map 1 was made in 1154 CE by the Arab geographer Al-Idrisi. In this map, as you can see, South India is where we would expect to find North India. As you can see, South India part. Okay. Sri Lanka is on the island at the top. Here you can see the Sri Lanka in this map. Sri Lanka is where? Sri Lanka is the island at the top. Places names are marked in Arabic. This one is also very important. Here the places name given, as you can see in this map. So places names are marked in Arabic. One important thing also, some well-known names. Okay, which known name? Now at present we are also using this name, Kannauj. Which name? Some well-known names like Kannauj are also there. Now got it about the which map? Map 1. Now students, just look at here. As you can see, map 1 पढ़ लिया है हमने, समझ आ गया है मैप 1 के बारे में सारी चीज़ें. Now let's come here student, map 2. So map 2, it was made in 1720. Okay, when map 2 was made, it was made in 1720 by a French cartographer. Map 1 made by Arab geographer, and what about the map 2? Map 2 was made by French cartographer. What do you understand by cartographer? Yes, tell me. You already know that now, beta. We have already discussed so many times in our video, also in our Zoom class. Yes, a person who makes map. So what about the map 2? Map 2 was made in the 1720 by whom? By a French cartographer. Now listen name very carefully. Gulami Desailly. Fine. Which cartographer? French cartographer Gulami Desailly. The map here is of the Indian subcontinent and was published in the Atlas Novia. Fine. This map तो very familiar to us. अभी भी हम ये map ऐसा आपका use करते हैं. So and this map seems more familiar. You know, us and the coastal area in particularly are सरप्राइजिंगली डिटेल. आपको पता है कि जो आपका कोस्टल एरिया है, श्रीलंका आपका यहाँ है, ठीक है, ये पार्ट तो हम अभी भी यूज़ करते हैं. सो दिस मैप वॉज यूज्ड बाय Which map? Yes, this map, second map was used by whom? Second map was used by European sailors. By whom? European sailors and the merchants on their voyages. Now the student, let's come here. Our next topic, new and old terminologies. So, if the context in which information is produced changes, as you all know that with time to time. So, what about the language and the meanings? Yes, language and the meanings also change. So, if you talk about the historians' records exist in a variety of language which have changed कंसिडरेबली ओवर द ईयर्स टू ईयर्स जो है लैंग्वेज भी चेंज हुई है, उसका मीनिंग भी चेंज होता गया है बेटा. सो लाइक दिस ना, जस्ट लाइक मिडीवियल पर्शियन, ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द मॉडर्न पर्शियन. जो मिडीवियल पर्शियन था वो मॉडर्न पर्शियन से टोटली डिफरेंस है. सो द डिफरेंस इज नॉट जस्ट विद रिगार्ड to grammar, even not only to grammar and vocabulary, the meaning of the words also over time to time. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ उसकी vocabulary change हुई है या उसका grammar change हुआ है, but the meaning of the words also change over the time. So first of all, take the example of which term? Hindustan. If we talk about the term Hindustan, okay, at present, today, as you all of you know that the word Hindustan, understand it as India, or which one? Modern nation state. But when the term was used in the 13th century, if we talk about the 13th century, okay, जब हम बात करें 13th century की, at present तो आपको पता है कि हिंदुस्तान आपके लिए यूज़ होता है किस चीज़ के लिए? आपका जो इंडिया है, आपका मॉडर्न नेशन स्टेट है. But if we talk about the 13th century, the term was used by Minhaj Siraj. Which term used by Minhaj Siraj? Hindustan. And what about which year? 13th century. Fine. So Minhaj Siraj, who was a chronicle and who wrote in Persian. So what was the meaning about that time? He used Hindustan to describe the area of Punjab, Haryana and the land between the Ganga and Yamuna. So Minhaj Siraj used the term Hindustan to describe the area of which thing? उन्होंने क्या describe करने के लिए किया? Describe the area of Punjab, Haryana and the land between the Ganga and Yamuna. Okay, fine. Even one thing, he used the term in a politic sense of land that were a part of the dominions of the Delhi सल्तनत. मतलब उतना ही यूज़ होता था हिंदुस्तान जहाँ आपकी कौन सी सल्तनत होती थी? दिल्ली सल्तनत. Okay, और even the areas included in this term shifted with the extent of the sultanate, but the term never included South India. Area also shifted according to which thing? Yes, according to the extent of the sultanate. But the one important thing is also that the area, Hindustan term, which was used by the Minhaj Siraj in 13th century, and the meaning which one? Areas of Punjab, Haryana and the land between the Ganga and Yamuna. क्योंकि दिल्ली सल्तनत का राज ही आपका उस टाइम अपर नॉर्थ इंडिया में होता था, वो साउथ इंडिया की तरफ नहीं गए थे तब तक बेटा. सो दैट्स व्हाई द टर्म नेवर इंक्लूडेड साउथ इंडिया. Okay, fine. That's why the term never included which part? South India. But now after the Minhaj Siraj, okay, fine. If we talk about the 16th century, the term Hindustan was also used by Babur. अब बाबर आए, बाबर ने कहा भाई मैं यूज़ करूँगा इस टर्म को हिंदुस्तान. Now I will define the term Hindustan according to me. And in which century? In 16th century, the term Hindustan was used by whom? Babur. So according to the Babur, you can say that by contrast, in the 16th century, Babur described the term Hindustan to describe the geography, the fauna and the culture of the people living on the subcontinent. About which thing? Fauna and flora, animals life, okay, and plants life, and the culture also, culture of the people living in where? Living on the subcontinent. Those people are living on the subcontinent. So according to the Babur, Hindustan term used was in early 16th century, and the geography, the flora and fauna. Fine. So culture of the inhabitants of the subcontinent. This was somewhat similar to how Amir Khusro, okay, one poet also in 14th century, Amir Khusro, he also used the word Hindustan हिंद. सो समवन सिमिलर, वो थोड़ा बहुत सिमिलर था. हिंदुस्तान वर्ड जो अमीर खुसरो ने यूज़ किया था इन अर्ली 14th century. ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू द बाबर ने some word, वो some word, which thing similar. And one thing, the term Hindustan did not carry the political and the national meaning which we associate with it today. Just same as like this, as you all of you know that if we talk about the 21st century at present, okay, we understand the term Hindustan as India, the modern nation state. Earlier, the India of a geographical and culture entity like the India does not exist. वो उस टाइम नहीं करता था कि जो उसकी कौन सी है, जो उसकी पॉलिटिकल एंड नेशनल जो मीनिंग है विच वी नेवर एसोसिएट विद इट. ओके, वो तब नहीं एसोसिएट करता था. बट द टर्म हिंदुस्तान डिड नॉट कैरी द सम पॉलिटिकल नेशनल मीनिंग एज इट डज टुडे. We can say this also, beta. Historians today to be very careful about the term they use. Fine. Why? Yes, because they mean different thing in the past. Meaning क्या है? Changes है. पास्ट के अकॉर्डिंग, एट प्रेजेंट के अकॉर्डिंग. सो दैट्स वाई हिस्टोरियंस को क्या है, बहुत केयरफुल होना है कि वो जो टर्म्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो किस तरह से करें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जस्ट टेक अ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ वर्ड फॉरनर. Today, as all of you know that we use the term foreigner, someone who is not in India. जो आपका इंडिया का रहने वाला नहीं है, उसके लिए हम foreigner term यूज़ करते हैं. But if we talk about in the medieval period, अगर हम बात करें medieval period की, it meant any stranger who appeared in any village, someone who was not a part of that society or culture, any outsider. So in the medieval period, foreigner were defined as any outsider. Okay, any stranger also you can say that which thing, just like who appeared in any village, someone who was not a part of that society, जो society और culture का part नहीं है. Fine. In Hindi also the term was Pardesi, and in Persian Ajnabi. Both have same different meaning. What about the Pardesi and Ajnabi? So in medieval times, a city dweller might have regard a forest dweller as a foreigner. किसको कहा जाता था आपको, जो forest dweller, which might yes regarded as a foreigner. Catch here. Okay, what about the historians and their sources? So which sources the historians now at? So historians use different types of sources to learn about the past depending upon the period of their study and the nature of their investigation. Fine. So which sources? So you can say that the source they use depend upon the period they are studying and the next one and the nature of their investigation. So these two things, okay, which two things? The period they are studying and the nature of their investigation depend upon the sources what the historian used. So if we talk about the period, they are studying different source available from different periods of time. अलग अलग टाइम पे अलग अलग आपके जो है सोर्स अवेलेबल हुए. इन्वेस्टिगेशन के नाम पे if we talk about the information they want, किस टाइप की. So in this book of class 7th we will study about the period of कि about the 1000 years from 700 to 1750. So that time which sources were available, कौन से सोर्स उनको मिलते थे अपने हिस्टोरियंस को आगे वो सेव करने के लिए, जो हमें अभी मिले हैं. प्रेजेंट इम्पॉर्टेंट हिस्टोरियन सोर्सेज फॉर दिस स्पैन जो मिल रहे हैं, हिस्टोरियंस यूज़ कर रहे हैं, जस्ट लाइक कॉइन्स, इंस्क्रिप्शन, आर्किटेक्चर, ओके, टैक्सोल रिकॉर्ड्स, tomb, temples. Fine, but it is not so easy. बेटा ये easy नहीं है. We know we are historians getting so many things just like coins, inscription, architecture, taxol record, tombs, temples, but there is a lot of discontinuity in these sources. एक के बाद एकदम break होते थे time to time, lot of discontinuity. Nowadays historians with the help of this flow chart, as you can see, sources of history. So it can be divided into, as you know, two archaeological and literary sources. Which sources? Archaeological sources and literary sources. Under archaeological sources, they are directly evidence. Okay, they cannot be handled by human. This tells us so much about history, just like inscriptions, monuments, art, craft, and coins also. And what about the literary source? A literary source is anything that has been written that you see it as your source material, just like religious and secular. After this, you must know about the, good to know, the number one is archives. So what do you understand by archives? A place where documents and manuscripts are stored. Which place? Yes, a place where documents and manuscripts are stored. Even today, all national and state government have archives. सभी के पास है आपकी, चाहे वो नेशनल गवर्नमेंट हो, चाहे आपकी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हो. There they keep all their old official records and transaction. Which things they keep in archives? Yes, वो सारी चीज़ें क्या रखते हैं आपके archives में, जो old official record है transaction है. Miniature painting जो होती है, small paintings called miniature because of their size. Okay, so miniature paintings were something used to illustrate the text of manuscripts also. Painting of a scribe, as you can see here. Okay, which painting? A painting of a scribe making a copy of a manuscript. जो किसको कॉपी कर रहे हैं? मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट. एंड हैंड रिटन होते थे. ओके फाइन. मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट आपके जो क्या होते थे? हैंड रिटन. दिस पेंटिंग इज ओनली 10.5 centimeter by 7.1 centimeter in size. So because of its size, it is called miniature. So miniature paintings, I have told you that. Which things? Yes, miniature paintings were sometimes used to illustrate the text of manuscript. They were so beautiful, beta. Okay, then later collectors often took the manuscript apart and sold just the miniatures. Now here the problems also come for historians. So what about the historians' problem? All medieval documents were manuscripts. As you all of you know that all जो आपके जो medieval documents है manuscript. Manuscript mean handwritten document. As there was no printing press at that time. So that's why there was no printing press in those days. So scribes copies manuscript by hand. Because of which thing there was no printing press in those days. So who copy manuscript by hand? Scribes. And manuscript by hand. Hand से लिखा करते थे बेटा वो manuscript. And all of you know about the scribes. अभी मैंने आपको बताया made copies of original document and some of them put in their own thought in their own language, changing the original text. Someone, what happened? Scribes copy the manuscript, so that's why I introduce small changes, a word here and there, a sentence also. Even these small difference grew over centuries of copying until manuscripts of the same text became substantially different from one another. एक दूसरे से another हो जाती थी. Later historians had to check these documents with other sources to ascertain the truth in case the original document was lost. उसके बाद क्या होता था कि अब ये later हिस्टोरियंस को चेक करना पड़ता था कि जो उनके डॉक्यूमेंट्स है, जो अदर सोर्स है, एसर्टेन द ट्रूथ है या नहीं है, बट द ओरिजिनल डॉक्यूमेंट वाज लॉस्ट. समटाइम्स क्या होता था कि जो आपके ओरिजिनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं वो ही आपके लॉस्ट हो जाते थे. Occasion authors revised their chronicles at different times. One of the 14th century chronicle. Which century chronicle? 14th century chronicle Ziauddin Barani. Who? Ziauddin Barani wrote his chronic first in 1356. कौन से ईयर में लिखा था उन्हें? 1356. Okay, and another version after 2 years later. Two differ from one each other, but historians did not know about the existence of the first version until the 1960. उन्हें पता ही नहीं चला 1960 तक कि दो उन्होंने वर्जन लिखे हैं. And it remains lost in the large library collection. Now the students, just look at here. Our next topic is new social and political group. So if we talk about the study of the 1000 years, how much is study of the 1000 years from 700 to 1750? As you all of you know that, okay, is a huge challenge to historians, largely because of the scale and the variety of development that occurred over the period. क्योंकि जो आपका वहाँ थी many things, बहुत सारी चीज़ें उस टाइम अवेलेबल थी. So two things are there, because of the which thing scale and variety of development that occurred over the period. At different moment in this period, new technology, you can say that new things and new technology made their appearance, like the Persian wheel. Okay, which wheel? Persian wheel in irrigation, the spinning wheel in the weaving, and the firearms in combat. Okay, and new things also, new foods and beverage also arrived in the subcontinent. New food भी arrived हो रहे थे, just like which and potatoes, corn, chilies, tea and coffee. Fine. All these innovations which we have discussed, just like which innovation, Persian wheel also, okay, find the spinning wheel in weaving and firearms in combat. New food also like arrived in the subcontinent, potatoes, corn, chilies, teas and coffee. So all these innovations, new technologies and crops, okay, जो new technology and crops came along with people, who brought up their ideas with them as well. अपने साथ आ रहे थे, तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि बेटा अपने साथ न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी भी ला रहे हैं, न्यू क्रॉप्स भी ला रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो न्यू सो दैट्स वाई as a result it was a period of economic, political, social and cultural change. Which period? Yes, it was a period of economic, political, social and cultural changes. Fine. So that's why we can say that all these innovations and new technology and crops came with new people. As all of you know that these people came to the subcontinent and brought new ideas with them. So therefore it was a period of social, political, economic and cultural changes. So I have told you. So it is characterized into four. The number one is a period of great mobility. Fine. So this was also a period of great mobility. Then what about a period of gaining political importance? Fine. Which period? Yes, a period of gaining political importance, and the next one a period of change in habitat. किसमें? चेंज इन हैबिटेट. जो लोग एक वे में जीते ही आ रहे थे उसको, मतलब जो एक कंडीशन है ना उसको चेंज होना. सो देन द नेक्स्ट वन, a period of social changes. Which one? A period of social changes. So these are the four things: a period of great mobility, a period of gaining political importance, a period of change in habitat, and a period of social changes. Just look at here, during the medieval period many new social groups emerged. Now you know that, so some of these groups also became politically powerful. कुछ जो groups थे वो politically powerful भी क्या हो रहे थे, अपने आप को gain कर रहे थे. Fine. Then among them were the Rajputs. Who? Rajputs from where? Rajasthan and its surrounding. The Sikhs, who were a religious group of Punjab. The Jats of Haryana, and who were farmers. And what about the Ahoms? Ahoms were conquered and ruled Assam, and the Marathas also, who were the warrior of Maharashtra. So these are the group. Which are the group? Just like Rashtraput, then Sikhs, then Jats, Ahoms, and then Maratha also. Also you must know about the during this period. Which period? 1,000 years, 700 to 1750. Fine. There was a gradual clearing of forest. Okay, throughout this period there was a gradual clearing of forest and the extension of agriculture. So a change faster and more complete in some areas than in others. So agriculture also extended, fine, more in some areas or less in other areas also. So due to this, changes in their habitat force many forest dwellers to migrate. अब देखिए जंगल कटने लगे, ठीक है, फॉरेस्ट आपके कट होने लगे. सो व्हाट हैपन, जो आपके फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर्स थे, जो आपके फॉरेस्ट में रहते थे, उन्होंने क्या करना स्टार्ट कर दिया? टू माइग्रेट दूसरी जगह. फाइन. Others starting tilling the land and became peasant. उन्होंने क्या किया? फिर फॉरेस्ट रूलर ने लैंड लिया और लैंड लेके अपना पीजेंट बन गए. इट मीन्स व्हाट थिंग? यस, पीजेंट मीन फार्मर, जो आपका किसान. Even you can say like this also. Okay, fine. These peasant, जो ये आपके peasant बने, these new peasant group gradually begin to be influenced by regional market. Regional market में उनके gradually होने लगा. Shaftians, priests, then monasteries and temple. They became part of large complex societies. जो वो peasants आए, जो forest dweller थे, वो उसके बाद after this what they became? They became part of large complex societies and were required required to pay taxes also, and offer goods and service to local lords. Fine. So as a result, significant economic and social difference emerged among peasants. Now what happened, so which thing, as society became more differentiated, people were grouped into जातिस. फाइन. सो पीपल किस में होने लगे, जातिस और सब कास्ट. ओके. एज सोसाइटी बिकेम मोर डिफरेंशिएट, पीपल वर ग्रुप इनटू जातिस एंड सब कास्ट. So if we talk about the jatis, they were ranked on the basis of their background and occupation. So rank होने लगे वो बेटा किसके basis पे, on the background and the occupation. Ranks were not fixed permanently. If we talk about the rank, okay, ये जो है fix और permanently नहीं होते थे. They could change on the basis of power. Something also rules and regulation also fixed about the rank of jatis. So what were they? So they were about the basis of power, influence, resources controlled by the member of the jati, and the status of the jati could vary from area to area. This is also important. Is it स्टेटस ऑफ द जाति विच, यस, जो आपका स्टेटस था वो जाति का वो क्या अलग अलग था एरिया टू एरिया? यस, इट इज़ नॉट द सेम बिकॉज वो फिक्स और परमानेंटली नहीं था. इट को चेंज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द पावर, इन्फ्लुएंस, रिसोर्सेज एंड कंट्रोल बाय द मेंबर्स ऑफ जाति. जातिज फ्रेम देयर ओन रूल्स टू मैनेज द कंडक्ट to their members. They have own rules because the status of the jatis also vary from area to area, region to region अलग अलग होता था उनका status. So that's why they frame their own rules and regulation also to manage the conduct of their members. Fine. So who enforced these rules? कौन थे? These rules were enforced by an assembly of elders. Who? Yes, assembly of elders. And what it known as jati panchayat in some areas. Some areas में कुछ लाइक जाति पंचायत करके उनके जो एल्डर्स थे, असेंबली ऑफ एल्डर्स. सो बट जातिज वर ऑल्सो रिक्वायर्ड टू फॉलो द रूल्स ऑफ देयर विलेज एंड इवन सेवरल विलेजेस वर गवर्न्ड बाय अ चैप्टियन. टुगेदर दे वर ओनली वन स्मॉल यूनिट ऑफ अ स्टेट. फाइन. Now the student, just look at here, the next one is region and empire. Fine. Period. Okay. Many empires emerged with covered their large regions. काफ़ी empire ने जो अपना area था वो cover करा large region. So after this, just like example, Cholas, Tughlaq, Mughals and etc. Fine. So how do we know? हमें कैसे पता चला? A Sanskrit Prasasti was found. What do you understand by Prasasti? We have already studied in our previous class also. Long term sentences. Who wrote who? Poet or Brahmins in praise of their kings. Okay, long line sentence for उनको बढ़ा चढ़ा के डिफाइन करने के लिए नॉल. सो वी गॉट फ्रॉम वन प्रशस्ति ऑल्सो फाउंड इन प्रेज द दिल्ली सुल्तान. Whom Prasasti? Delhi Sultan and Ghyasuddin Balban went to when 1266 to 1287. So they explained that he was a ruler of the vast empire. We found one Prasasti, a Sanskrit Prasasti of Delhi Sultan Ghyasuddin Balban, who ruled 1266 to 1287, and so that's why that Prasasti explained he was a ruler of the vast empire that stretched for Bengal, Gauda. ओके, कहाँ से कहाँ तक उनका जो राज था? बंगाल, पहले बंगाल के लिए गौड़ा. फाइन. देन इन द ईस्ट टू द गजनी, गजाना इन द अफगानिस्तान. गजनी और गजाना इन द अफगानिस्तान. एंड इन द वेस्ट एंड इन इंक्लूडेड ऑल द साउथ इंडिया, इट मीन्स द्रविड़ा. तो पहले बंगाल के लिए वर्ड यूज होता था गौड़ा. तो उनका जो पूरा रूल था वो कहाँ से कहाँ तक? ईस्ट बंगाल टू गौड़ा. देन वेस्ट, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द वेस्ट, अफगानिस्तान, Gajni or Gajana, and what about the south? All of South India, Dravida. Fine. People of different religions, Gauda, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Gujarat apparently fled before his armies. Fine. But star ruler, he was the ruler of the vast empire. The poems say that his empire expand. ये हमें पता चल गया. Historians regard these as exaggerated claims of conquest. बहुत बड़ा के करते थे कि क्यों वो जानना चाहते थे वाई दे ऑल्सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड वाई रूलर्स केप्ट क्लेमिंग टू कंट्रोल वेरियस रिलीजन। वो कहते थे कि हमारी जो प्रशस्ति जो है, हमारे जो राजा हैं वो अपनी राजा की प्रशस्ति में उनको बहुत बड़ा चढ़ा के उनका बहुत ज़्यादा ही वो करते थे कि उन्होंने इतने वो वॉरियर थे, इतने एक्स्ट्रावेगेंट थे, वो एक्स्ट्रा ग्रेटेड करते थे, बहुत बड़ा चढ़ा के करते थे जो पोएट थे, जो प्रशस्ति लिखते थे अपने किंग के लिए। Talk about the many rulers. Okay, unique region, you can say that extent of empire, effect on region. क्या effect था उनका? By the 700s many regions had distinct geographical dimension. उनकी बहुत ही distinct क्या थी? Their own language and cultural characteristics थे उनके. Okay, fine. Then after this, unique culture characteristics, their own, and they were associated with certain ruling dynasties. There were also considerable conflict between these states. आपस में लड़ाई भी होने लगी है और जैसे होता था कि just like खलजी, तुगलक and मुगल्स जो थे वो चाहते थे ना, they were able to build an empire. So that's why sometimes some dynasty were able to build empire that were pan-regional. Okay, what do you understand by pan-regional? Sometimes, just example, the Cholas, Tughlaq, Mughals, Khaljis, they wanted to, which thing? They wanted to, build empire that were pan-regional. So, mean an empire that covered many region. जो एक empire है, ठीक है, एक empire covered with many region के साथ covered. Not all these empires were equally stable or successful. Now student, just look at here. Our next topic is old and new religions. So the 1,000 years of history that we are exploring witnessed major development in religious tradition. So in these 1,000 years of history from 700 to 1750, so many major development in religious tradition. So which thing? People believe in the divine was sometimes deeply personal, but more usually it was collective. So collective beliefs in supernatural agency religion was often closely connected with the social and economic organization of local communities. So region, all of you know about collective belief in supernatural agency. And what about the religious belief? All of you know now closely connect with how local communities are organized. So whenever the social organized change, religious beliefs also change. जब आपकी सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चेंज होती है तो उसके साथ साथ आपके रिलीजियस और बिलीव्स भी चेंज होते हैं. That's why you can say that ki Hinduism, if we talk about the Hinduism, it was during this period that important changes occurred, what we call Hinduism today. So these included the worship of new deities. Fine. Which thing? The worship of these included the worship of new deities, the construction of temples by royalty. Okay, by royalty, construction of which thing? Construction of temples. And the growing importance of Brahmins. This one is also important. Growing importance of Brahmins, the priest as dominant group in the society. क्यों करा गया? Because of the Brahmins had knowledge of the Sanskrit text. Dominant इसलिए किया गया, उनको बहुत high, उनको special बिल्कुल treat किया जाता था. Because of the Brahmins had knowledge of the Sanskrit text. Fine. So a lot of respect in the society. Then after this, because of that, they were very respected and their position became even stronger by the support of patrons. So what's the meaning of the patron? Patron meaning new rulers searching for prestige. Okay, or you can say that patron meaning here, what's the meaning of the patron? An influential wealthy individual who support another person, an artist, a craft person, a learned man, or a noble. So patrons were new rulers, fine, who were looking for stature and reputation. And student, one important thing about the bhakti, one of the major development of this period was the emergence of idea of bhakti. Yes, bhakti, as you all of you know, that of a loving personal relation with a deity. Which relation? Loving personal relation with the deity that devotees could reach without the aid of priest or elaborate ritual. उसे ज़रूरत नहीं है कि किसी priest की, वो उसका loving और personal भगवान है, ठीक है. Without any aid of priest or without any elaborate rituals, the devotee could reach your which one? Deity. Fine. And here the the meaning of the patrons, all of you, an influential wealthy individual who supports another person. This other person can be, मैंने आपको बताया, artist, a craft person, a learned man or a noble. 1750. Okay, fine. This was also period when the new religions appeared in the subcontinent. कुछ new religions भी आ रहे थे बेटा. So in the 7th century, merchant and migrants first brought the teaching of Quran to India. So merchant and migrant first brought the teaching of Holy Quran to India in the 7th century. Muslim regard the Quran as their holy book. Fine. Muslim regard which thing? Quran as their holy book and accept the sovereignty of the one God. वो कहते थे कि सिर्फ one God है according to him. Okay, Allah, whose love, mercy and bounty embrace all those who believe in him without regard to social background. Many rulers were patrons of Islam and the ulema. उस टाइम काफ़ी जो rulers थे patrons हो गए इस्लाम और उलेमा के. Here the word one ulema. So what do you understand by ulema? Ulema learned theologians and jurists. जो उनके क्या होते थे? उलेमा जो learned है theologians और jurists होते थे. And like Hindus में Islam was interpreted in a variety of ways by its followers. Now the students, just look at here the which thing? Yes, interpretation. Okay, Islam was interpreted in a variety of ways by its followers. The first one is Shia Muslim and the next one is Sunni Muslim. Which is one? Shia Muslim and Sunni Muslim. If we talk about the Shia Muslim, believe that proper Muhammad son-in-law. वो क्या believe करते थे? जो proper Muhammad के son-in-law है Ali. So who was the son-in-law of proper Muhammad? Ali. Was the लेगिटिमेट लीडर ऑफ द मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी, कि वो लेगिटिमेट लीडर है मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी के. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द सुन्नी मुस्लिम, दे एक्सेप्टेड द अथॉरिटी ऑफ द अर्ली लीडर्स जस्ट लाइक खलीफास. वो उन्होंने किसकी अथॉरिटी कही थी एक्सेप्ट? जो अर्ली लीडर्स थे खलीफा ऑफ द कम्युनिटी एंड द सक्सीडिंग खलीफास. वो अपने आप को सक्सीडिंग खलीफा मानते थे. So there were other two important difference between in the various school of law. The first one is Hanafi and the second one is Shafi. These are the various school of law according to the Muslim. Okay. Then in theology, study of God and religion and mystic tradition also of this. So the student, in revision, the last topic is time and historical period. So I have explained all the points. Okay, as you know, this is a revision video. So the last one here, historians, which thinking about time and historian period. So historians do not see time just a passing of hours, days or years as a clock or a calendar. Historians, according to the historians, you can say that time also reflect how the society and economic organization change. Okay, कैसे जो society है उसकी जो economic organization है वो change हुए हैं and how ideas and belief transform. So that's why the study of time become easier by dividing the past into large segment. उन्होंने क्या करा, जो आपका स्टडी है उसको लार्ज सेगमेंट में डिवाइड करा. सो इन द मिड ऑफ द 19th century, British historians divide the history of the India into 3 periods. How many periods? Into 3 periods. Okay, so on the what basis are periods divided? So these segments को क्या कहा गया? Periods. So that's why 3 periods. Then just as you can see here, so example I have told you that 19th century British historian divide the Indian history into 3 period: Muslim, Hindu, British. Which one? British. Okay, British historians ने divide किया है बेटा 3 periods में. I am not talking about our Indian historians. Fine. Which one? Hindu, Muslim and British. This division was based on the idea that the religion of ruler was the only important historical change. Fine. So जो आपका idea है, ruler was the only important change and there were no other significant development. So these are the thing. This division was based on the idea that the religion of rulers was the only important historical change and that there were no other significant development in the economy, society or culture. Such a division also ignored the rich diversity of the subcontinent. Now the student, just look at here. This worksheet I have given in your homework portal. So question number 1, correct and rewrite the given statement. You have to do it yourself. Fill in the blanks, you have to do it yourself. We will discuss the answer the following question here right now. So the question number 1, what were the sources to learn the past? कि क्या क्या sources थे आपके learn past करने के लिए, okay, past को जानने के लिए for historians. So here the answer come here. So the historians use different types of sources, as you all of you know, that to learn about the past depending upon the period of their study and the nature of their investigation. Which two things are depending upon the period of their study and the nature of their investigation, such as on all of you know that coins, inscription, architecture, textual record, even temples also, monuments also, tombs. You can write answer in your own words also. Fine, beta. Next question, question number 2. Okay, so what were the new technology and crops that came in subcontinent during the period? All of you know about, I have discussed, I have already told you, new technology like Persian wheel in irrigation, the spinning wheel in weaving, and firearms in combat. These are the new technology. And what about the food? New food also and beverage, potatoes just like corn, chilies, teas and coffee arrived in the subcontinent. All these innovation, new technology and crop came along the people who brought other ideas with them as well. Now the next one, question number 3 in your worksheet. Here I am written 7. Okay, fine. Question number 3. Write the name of other groups who became politically important. Okay, I have already told you about the other group of the people such as Marathas, Sikhs, Jats, Ahom, Kshatriya also used the opportunity to age of become politically important. Okay, fine. The question number 4 is, why did Brahmins dominate in the society during this period from 700 to 1715? क्या रीज़न था कि ब्राह्मण्स को डोमिनेट बहुत ऊंचा मानने लगे? Because Brahmins were the only class of people who were proficient in the Sanskrit language. Because of which language? Because of Sanskrit language. This was the reason that made them prominent. Fine. Now the student, just look at the question number 5 in your worksheet. Describe the difficulties faced by historians in using manuscripts. So क्या क्या difficulties हैं जो historians को problem होती है manuscripts use करने के लिए? So as you all of you know that, now let's come here the answer. That time there was no printing press. Okay, in those days, so there was no printing press. So the writers copied manuscript by hand. किसे कॉपी करते थे वो? हैंड से. एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ कॉपिंग देयर अकर्ड अ स्मॉल सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस इन द मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट. स्मॉल चेंजेस ऑल्सो वर इंट्रोड्यूस्ड, अ वर्ड हेयर एंड देयर. कभी वर्ड इधर हो जाते थे, कभी उधर. ठीक है. सेंटेंस मीनिंग ऑल्सो चेंज हेयर एंड देयर. Slowly and steadily as copying over centuries grow. So the original writing was lost somewhere. So जो original है वो बिल्कुल lost हो चुकी है. Reading these manuscripts over the centuries proved to be difficult and the historians had to face difficulties. So many difficulties because of the reading these manuscripts and the over centuries, because it takes so much time also to change. Okay, and what about the lost one? Yes. जो ओरिजिनल है ओरिजिनल राइटिंग वॉज लॉस. So for today student, that's it. This is your revision part, okay, of chapter history. First chapter, tracing changes over 1,000 years. So beta, just watch the video very carefully. All things will come, as you know, we have already discussed in our Zoom class also from mid of the chapter. So you have to watch the video very carefully. Maybe true, false, fill in the blanks, MCQ, all these things from mid of the chapter, and learn all these things. Fine. So thank you all of you. Have a nice day ahead.